As usual, I have to open everything up right now. Just gotta click that, click this. Now I gotta gotta do that. Now I have to. I haven't even been putting them into the stream playlist anyway, so whatever. I'll probably just eventually delete that playlist, to be honest. So, because I haven't put like any of them in there. Oh, Terry. Okay, so I did click that, so that's good to go. What? Because this is a little. Oh yeah, duh. Random character or because I do need to do that, but I'm not gonna bother. Who cares? I'm just gonna do this because I want to. I'm not gonna waste time doing something I don't. So this may or may not be that long of a session. I might actually be on Path of Exile later, because I got re-interested. And hold up. No, yeah. And apparently there is a I do not want to play as a scientist, sorry buds, but whatever, I'll just go with it, who cares? I know it's random, so. But I gotta open this up anyway. Alright, Chiefy Chief. There's that, and here's that, and there we go. Alright, now everything is open. Chat's open. That's open. I bet. Okay. Hold up. Let's go. Double check. Oops, did not mean to click that, but okay. One last second. Alright, there we go. We are. Okay, that's there. You got. Oh yeah, just so y'all know, it will lag, but that's not the game, that is because there's a stream going on at the same time. The game literally never lags. This guy, yeah, these people are a little too lost. It eventually settles down and the lag isn't as bad. But like I said, it's not the game, it's literally... I don't know how that guy took no damage, but okay. But yeah, I haven't played as a scientist since I got him to master because he is not a fun character. The scientist is easily the most boring character. Sucker, I will hack your account. Tell. Okay, but yeah, the scientist is definitely the most boring character. Mostly due to the fact that he shoots really, really slow. Why is it like, hold on. I think it's because of the lag though. There. But like, that's literally as fast as it can go. And he has no like explosive abilities. Like, you can throw this, but it doesn't explode or anything, it just heals. So I'm actually gonna just back out of this lobby because the people on my team were really, really retarded. So, and since it's like the challenge mode for the week, it's like, well, sometimes you get stuck with a bad character and you can't carry. But yeah. But yeah, we already got the Rose ability for, or let me check, when does this reset again? Not for another week and a half, pretty much. But as you see, we already got all that a while ago. I just really haven't played since I got that, so that's why we're only at 11. But yeah. Oil is negative and Wings of Redemption might get banned. Well, probably not. To be honest. But you never know, because Twitch, a lot of the time, is too mentally deficient to understand that there was not really anything he could do to avoid that. So, oh yeah, and this character has been nerfed because the L1 ability is basically useless now. It doesn't carry the enemies as far anymore, so you can't really send them off the edge unless they're right by it, so it's pretty AIDS. But the character is still good for op mode, I think. Still probably one of the highest DPS, if not the highest in the game. For this mode, anyway. Especially if you have the thing that I have on that lets you get your tornado back quicker, the more kills you get with it. Like you see that, the time I got it back already. Instead of having to wait. But yeah, like I said, when it comes to... Yeah, I don't know if that was a lag or just me looking away from the screen. But, like I said, when it comes to Wings of Redemption, if Twitch uses a few brain cells, which a lot of the time they don't, but if they do, he shouldn't get banned, but you never know. Because a lot of that crap is just like, oh, well, you got reported a certain amount of times, auto ban, because... You see, like, the connection in this lobby, even with the stream going, is fixed. I don't know what that guy was doing, but... he shot 11:30. Alright. But yeah, I don't know how long this is going to be. Just kind of wanted to discuss the whole oil and Wingo situation right quick. So, well, yeah, Path of Exile. I haven't played it in quite a while now, but I got back into it, and since whenever they do a major update, they give everybody a free passive reset. And my highest level character is a level 60, that was a lag spike, but is a level 60 Ascendant. So I went back through, redid all the passives, and got all like the gems from my different characters and stuff that I might use for it. So next time I get on there, I'm going to go through all those and then decide which ones to keep on the character and which ones just to put back in the chest. So. And the Ascendant character is a archer build, so yeah. And I also, my second highest level character is like a level 44 witch, which I haven't, it was a necromancer, but I haven't redid the perks on it, because I'm just going to stick with the level 60 Ascendant, because both of them were bow users when it comes to weapons, so. But yeah, might do that a little later, or might just like show off my character. It doesn't really have any crazy gear or anything, but it's just a character I got to level 60. I don't even know what the max level is. All I know is it's like a super crazy grind to get all the way to the max level. The major reason I stopped playing Path of Exile is because I found out that like when your character dies, you lose XP, and that kind of made me not want to play the game. Because a lot of the time, I would just like face tank crap until you would beat the boss or whatever. And like just keep respawning. But I don't know, the game is pretty cool. Probably better than Diablo, to be honest, but we're not gonna be able to kill it before. Well, maybe if it keeps coming back this way. But yeah, Path of Exile 2 is apparently coming out. Well, it hasn't came out into beta yet, and apparently it was partially delayed. Like there's supposed to be a beta like in March or something, and it's apparently like mostly just the first game, except like more like gear and more character, or different character types at least, or like different perk trees or something. I don't know, but apparently what I read is they have both, the first and the second game will lead to the same end game. So I don't know if it's kind of just like an expansion. They're just naming a second game to attract players, but who knows? It's gonna be free, obviously, so I'll definitely check that out. But well, the beta will probably be PC only, so. But we'll see, because I do plan on most likely switching for next gen. I don't know, I'm kind of like looking like on Cyber Power, and also, well, I don't think they've announced the price for the next gen consoles yet. But it'll probably be, if both of them are over $4.99, most likely not going to get them. But I was also thinking of going back to Xbox, simply because of like the super nice backwards compatibility that they're gonna have and stuff. And then PlayStation is apparently like not doing that at all. Like they're doing a tiny bit. So it's kind of just like, there's not really any exclusives on PlayStation I'm interested in anymore. You could be like, oh, Last of Us 2. It's like, that's not really that interesting. Especially since it probably won't even come out until after PS5 is out now, to be honest. But who knows? Depends on the circumstances as well. Maybe I'll... Oh yeah, and I also, because I have an old Xbox account from the Xbox 360 days named Prodatory, but I also made another one not that long ago, just in case I decided to switch, which is the same as my PSN name. So yeah, we'll see about that. definitely not gonna pay to switch names, but might just use the old account, might not. I don't know. I mean, there's not really any incentive outside of like the gamer score, which is less incentivized than trophies, I think. The trophies for PlayStation are cool because there's different ranks of trophies. It's not just a number. So chat is okay. The chat like glitched and disconnected for a moment, but it's back. Never mind. This boss is actually pretty... It's easy, but it's annoying. Oh well. Yeah, why waste? Well, yeah, wasted that. But yeah, other than that, there's not really any games I'm looking forward to be honest. I mean, I still have to beat Doom, because I want to beat that normally, and then we'll do a like cheat code playthrough or whatever. Because I just stopped doing videos on that because, to be completely honest, it wasn't really fun to do the videos on it, but it is still a fun game, so... And it's just more fun to play by yourself. But once we unlock, well, I have to beat the game and then look up what level has the cheat code for ammo and then the cheat code for God mode. Or I don't know if it's 100%, if the Sentinel armor cheat is pure God mode or if it's just a bunch of extra health. Because there's the thing, like if you die to a boss a certain amount of time, you get Sentinel armor, which increases your health by a lot. I mean, that's what it says. I've never used it, but when I do that, because that'll make the game better, because the game's biggest downfall is the management of ammo, which... So it depends. I might just do a playthrough on Nightmare with the ammo mod on, or I might also throw on the God mode or some other cheats, but because I looked at the cheats that you can possibly find and then use, and they can't be used until you beat the level, by the way, so that's why if you could just find it and then use it, then I don't have already done that, but yeah. But yeah, those were really the only two cheats that were really interesting. There weren't really any crazy ones, you know, like increase your jump or a jetpack or something. But yeah, even with the stream on, this lobby has had a pretty good connection. It's like 46 ping. The ping in this game is always around that. Well, because of my connection not being the best. It's still, well, I had somebody say, the guy who might have got it. Yeah, actually, ironically, I don't know if it's an account you log into often, but I actually messaged that account on PSN saying 10 out of 10 troll on Wingo. So, It was definitely because I watched the Fat Man YouTube video about it, so it was pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, oh man, that was definitely a good one. Oh man, you think Wings would eventually catch on to the things like that, but or you know, have his messages turned off while streaming, because it's not like he utilizes them much. Oh yeah, well I mean I wasn't in the stream when it happened, I just watched the review of it, but it was pretty good. Oh my. Definitely one of the better troll instances as of late when it comes to Wings. Alright, well I'm going to stay in this lobby since it's been a decent connection even with the stream up, so oh man. Oh, we got like the worst character. Whatever. I'll just deal with it. Because the build we have with the perks, it's not that bad, but whatever. What do they like nerf how long that takes to load? Or maybe that's probably just a bad connection because of the stream going at the same time. Yeah, it's like the damage charge thing is literally lagging. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, well, obviously it's Twitch, but personally I don't have any qualms with saying faggot on stream, but obviously I'm not gonna say the other thing. But Twitch is obviously way different, especially if you're a big streamer, you say anything at all and, well, your channel is gone for a month or permanently. Oh man. People are pretty crazy nowadays with that kind of crap. It's like, oh well. Personally, I think there's a, well, Low Tier God just went through a similar thing when he called somebody a faggot on stream. Unfortunately, it was actually a tranny. Or, I don't know if it, well, actually I don't really know if it was or not, but that's what people were saying anyway. But then he caught flack for that, but he explained it, I mean, how I would. Like, there's a clear difference between saying that as, like, name calling and then actually using it as a slur or whatever you want to say, but who cares? Yeah. So like LTG said back in, well, back in the 90s to early to mid 2000s, nobody complained about anything like that, and people would just call each other faggots and not care about it, because it's just how it was. As people realized, oh, like, in that instance, saying it is basically just calling someone an idiot or whatever, just using a different term. But not everybody has the IQ to understand that or figure it out. But so that's one reason I don't stream on Twitch at all. But, well, I actually did a few times, but I'd rather also have the video just be there for the future anyway, instead of having to take it from Twitch and then putting it on YouTube afterward, which is just a waste of time for the most part. I do wish they would have changed, because I have the perk on to give a % chance that the enemy will drop a potato mine when I kill him, but well, I think it's because there's the potato mine one and then the explosion one. I think the explosion one is the crit kill. I don't remember. It's not really a big deal. And of course, when it comes to the potato mines, when I put mine down, the enemies walk over it, it won't blow up right away, but if the AI does it, oh, kaboom, you're dead as soon as it gets laid down. Well, there's no reason really, because killing the stupid Yeti only gives coins, so it doesn't matter. It's basically a waste of time. Unless, of course, and the Yeti is just obnoxious because it runs around like that. Like, come on. Yeah, and these idiots aren't going to kill it anyway. No, actually, actually almost. Or I got the kill for it? What? Okay, that was weird. Like the time ran out, but it still credited me with the Yeti kill. Okay. I don't really know how that happened, but I'll take it. It's not like I didn't have a potato mine over there or anything. I'll just lay these down, because I don't think the perk potato mines count towards it, but who knows. No, in this game they probably changed it to do that. I don't understand, because this is a PvP or a PvE mode. So they should really just buff things and not nerf, because who cares? Like, if you want to, make the AI better and stronger if you don't like how much damage some of the stuff does. That's what a lot of game devs need to realize, that they should make updates individually for PvP and PvE. But I mean, of course that would actually take more effort, and most game developers won't do that. Speaking of game devs though, I did tweet at Rebellion, the people who made Zombie Army 4. I don't remember if I talked about it already or not, but well, like in a previous video, but I told them they should add cooler whatever you want to call it, like the things that activate for the weekly challenge, like the extra headshot damage or whatever. Said they should add cooler ones, like the zombies exploding with confetti or something, or like the thing from Call of Duty where you kill the zombie and then they float upward. And then I also suggested that they add the ability to turn those on in the campaign. So, I mean, that has yet to be seen, but they tweeted back at me and said that was a good idea and they would look into it, so who knows. Because I haven't played that game in quite a while now. It is really good though. If you like Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, highly recommend. Well, it's third person, and I'm not gonna lie, there's only 2 difficulties in the game, normal and hard is literally brain dead easy. Like, I played through it the first time and basically only legitimately died one time, and it was because I forgot that you could use the hold breath feature. But other than that, I only really look... Oh, the weekly reset for that game will be tomorrow, so I'll probably look and see what the weekly challenge reward is. Not this last week, but not the week we're in right now, but the one before. They had a diamond camo for it, which was actually pretty cool. For the rifles, you had to beat the one map on, well, the one survival map on hard, which was actually pretty cool. Well, not like beating it in hard, but the camo reward. Definitely the best one they've had so far for the rewards. Well, I mean, other than that, they only had like the white paint camo the one time. I think they've, because they repeat the stupid weekly things instead of having a new one each time. Yeah, I don't know how long. Well, we've only been, what the heck? How have we only been going? That's got a timer has to be wrong. Because that says I've only been going for 13. Well, I guess, well, yeah, that makes no sense. There's no way it's only 13 minutes. But, I mean, it's not much more than that, but whatever. Yeah, and then when it comes to Call of Duty, well, I'm kind of bored of that. And I deleted Modern Warfare because it lags my PS4 really badly. Like, it's not the connection, because obviously with skill-based matchmaking, the connection's not going to be as good as, say, with Black Ops 4. However, the frame rate is still really, really bad. Because I have like a day one PS4, so yeah. And then I literally can't even play Warzone. I tried it like 7-8 times, froze my PS4 each time. So, and it's like there's no, because even if the PS5 is delayed because of Corona, it's gonna come out no later than early 2021 most likely, so it might not even be delayed, to be honest. Okay, I was gonna try to do that, but it was kind of like a delayed animation. Alright, well, this is a bad move, but yeah, when it comes to Call of Duty, I've put up a few Black Ops 4 gameplays recently, but it's mostly just like I get on and sometimes I only play one match because that's all I need to get a good gameplay. And then I just get off after that. Sometimes you're just like in the mood to get on, win one match, and do some funny stuff with the RPG. Oh man. But yeah, it depends. Because Black Ops 5 is gonna, well, as long as those rumors are true, it's gonna be BO5 this year, so. Oh. That was the good old Wings of Redemption aim. Nice. Wait, what are they? Wait, what are those? What was that challenge that we just got for Rainbow Stars? I saw one earlier, but what the heck? That must just be because I never do the ones for those. Oh yeah, just those. Because I've literally never done those ones before. Because they're always some random one. And they're mostly PvP related because I literally only played one match of PvP in this game. I played as the Sunflower, went 5-0, and then never just played the mode anymore. That was back before the actual release of the game and literally before op mode was a thing. Because originally, the only way you could do op mode was playing it solo in the like story mode area or whatever you want to call it. Well, yeah, I've been a big fan of the op mode since the first game. So. Personally, when it comes to the characters, I think the second game was better than this one. Just because of the large variety of different stuff and different character types. Like the electric like the electric, whatever you want to call it, variant of the characters, the fire, the ice, all that. But in this game, they just had it be perks, so you don't really get that many perk points, and you don't really unlock extra perk slots through leveling up. So, I mean, you think they would have had that for at least PvE, where when you level up a character, you unlock another perk slot. And the perks are mostly lackluster. Pretty much every single character only has 1 or 2 viable setups. But with the Sunflower, because the ability the Sunflower has, where you can heal 2 people at once, and that includes yourself, so you can have the beam healing a teammate and it'll go back to you, which is pretty cool. But they nerfed that perk in the mean that it used to be only 3 perk points and now it's like 5. However, if you're like me and you had it on your Sunflower before they made the change, and you had your setup, it's glitched out and you can still use it, and it's only taking up 3 slots. Obviously, if you take it off or change it up, it'll probably unglitch, and you won't be able to do that anymore. However, and like even when you look at the perk selection, it's like glitched and has an extra 2 dots. So I haven't even really played as a Sunflower though lately, because it's cool, but in this mode the DPS or tank characters are better. Especially if you get put with people who are too stupid to really do anything. Because sometimes you'll get in a lobby and people will be on the first wave and the grave or garden will be down to like 15%. It's like, well, might as well just leave. Oh, man. Yeah, the time is for stream start is glitched because it hasn't moved off 13 minutes. Whatever. I could refresh, but who cares? And then combine that with the tornado. That is a good update though they made, because the slam for that character wasn't really the best, to be honest. But now that it like kind of vortexes the enemies in, it's actually pretty good. At least in this mode. Like, see, look how... Oh, I was gonna try and be like... Okay. Like, see, look at that. It just barely moves them. It used to send a ton of enemies flying really far. And you can use it to clear out... Well, throw a lot of them off the map. They didn't want you insta-giving like a whole spawn of enemies right away, I guess. Which makes sense, but took some of the fun out. Alright. Yeah, I think... Well, if we get the P-shirt... Well, actually, I'll probably at least finish this challenge before I get off, so... If I wanted to do the pea shooter one, I could just go into the regular mode where you can pick your character for this, but... Zero IQ AI. Speaking of zero IQ AI, though, they need to add difficulty modes in this. They literally had that in the first and second game, but in this one, for some reason, there's only one. And the only difficulty comes from, oh, maybe the game will pick a boss, elite boss, that the people on your team are too stupid to do right. But yeah, like I said, might be on Path of Exile later. It might just be like a quick look at my character. Or like going over the what gems I want to actually use. Oh, why did it like fling that one like really far that time? And now... And any other time, it doesn't. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hopefully, like the next update. Well, by update I mean like the monthly reset thing. Hopefully they add a new plant character. Because they added the wizard for the zombies, so the plants need something. Because the thing they did this time with adding the new ability you can unlock for the rose, yeah, not really that good at all. Like, the ability is actually really terrible. Like, really terrible. Extremely terrible. So I kind of like lost interest in the game because I was like, oh well, like if the rose ability is cool, I can bounce back between using the rose and then using the wizard when you get put on zombies. But yeah, that didn't work because I guess they could have updated it since I last played, but they needed to either make you get the ability back way quicker, or they needed to make it actually do a lot of damage. Which it definitely does not do. They should have like made this ability where you could like knock bosses around just a tiny bit now, since they decided to nerf how far it goes. And they still all the updates, and they still haven't fixed the super bean AI in this mode, because sometimes it'll go retarded and you have to walk around the map looking for it. Like, that can't be hard to fix. You can literally just copy paste the AI from the other bosses and the path that they take or whatever. Or like just make it so they have to stay within a certain distance to the player, or at least one player. Yeah. Okay. And they should have like a XP event or something, like double XP. I mean, that doesn't really benefit much in this game, but well, I guess it would. It's kind of like double ball burning, I guess, if they did that. Let's see the RNG on the character. Ooh, okay. I gotta turn this off though. Okay, there we go. My personal choice for the best character in this mode, hands down. No real debate, to be honest. Especially if you have the perk on to lower the cooldown of your main attack when the enemies catch on fire. I don't know why that idiot was trying to plant on the one I was on when there were plenty of other open ones. Like, come on, bro. I know your name has 2 numbers in it, but Black Ops 5, Game of the Year. Can't wait. But yeah, most likely we'll get off after we complete this. Not gonna really bother with that. It's only one ball, but I don't really care. Like when it comes to the next month, unless it's a character or extremely intriguing ability, I'm probably not gonna bother. But this is still like that chill game that I'd always just play. Just no matter what, you're always making some sort of progress, at least. Plus it's actually fun and enjoyable. Sure, it could be a little faster paced at least. Personally, I would like speed the game up by like 4 or 5 times. I just have it be wild, but fast-paced games are not as marketable these days because the average gamer is a fucking brain-dead retard that plays Fortnite and then thinks it's like difficult to play a game like that when the game literally has a built-in mechanic for getting out of your mistakes. So it's like, wow. Because in a regular shooter, when you make a mistake on your positioning or whatever, you die. In that game, you can be a complete brain-dead idiot and all you have to do is know the button combination to build. And it's like, well, that's why Fortnite gameplay will never be impressive, even if it's on PC. So, and Call of Duty gameplay will never be impressive if it's played on controller. Just say. Well, if they have aim assist on, which literally every console COD streamer uses, even the pro players, because, well, they're not actually good. And their movement is always pathetic and clunky. Especially compared to PC players. Oh man, like the pro players are literally allowed to use aim assist, which has always baffled me, to be honest. Like, not only are you pathetic for having the pro players use controller, but they're letting the game literally play for them. So, yikes. I mean, I get the reason, because Call of Duty devs realized, oh, if we have the pro scene be on PC, this game's gonna not have a pro scene because there are way more popular games played on PC which are first person. So 450-pound dude who can barely walk beat the surgery, by the way. Had a double stacked chili cup, by the way, when he was like, oh, I got my chili, but you could look and there were 2 cups. It's like, oh, well, what did you eat one before the stream too, probably? That's crazy. Sucker went from, I just want to get this surgery, man, I wanted it so bad, to, yeah, I'm gaining weight again, and yeah, pounding Wendy's chili and Yoo-Hoos every day, multiple times a day. Like, well, that's tough. I don't know, man. Like, if Wings was intelligent in any manner whatsoever, he would have already gotten back with PKA and probably been able to get a good paycheck from that. So I know he's like, oh, I want 10K to go back. Like, come on, bro. Because he basically embraces the trolls already, to be quite honest. I mean, he's kind of like, quote, banning them now. But let's be honest, he's used the trolls for extra viewers since the beginning, so. If he was smart, he would have already had, like, merchandise and all kinds of stuff. Probably could have had his own Wings of Redemption video game by now, to be honest. Or like, maybe a skin or something in a video game. Or like the charm in Rainbow Six Siege that he thinks he's gonna get. Or wants at least. It's like, sorry pimp, I think they only give those to good players. That would be cool to see though, I'm not gonna lie. Just have like a mini charm that's a Wendy's chili cup, and then whenever you get a kill, it lets off a little noise that says, look here, look, listen. That'd be funny. Or like a Call of Duty player card or something. Yeah, this lobby hasn't really been lagging the past few, but it's kind of starting up again. It's just because of the stream, it's not the actual. Okay, well, I don't know if that was lag or the boss's ability kicking me back up there, but I wanted to jump down before using that, but okay. Oh, that was okay. Oh, that was the rose. Never mind. About to say that was a weird glitch, but God, in time it right, whatever. That ability doesn't really do that much damage considering it has a wind up and travel time, but okay, that was the hitbox for like the top of the ceiling in here must be. Oh no, that was weird. Maybe the ability just went weird. But yeah, man, if I was Wings of Redemption, I would have shirts, coffee mugs. I would have like teamed up with Liquid Richard and like maybe not for like the album creations, but like allow him to sell Liquid Richard merchandise or something. I mean, but obviously you can't just fully embrace the trolls. You gotta kind of get at least fake angry and react and stuff. But, I mean, he already does that regardless, so. Oh no. like I forget what channel put it up recently, but like the hour of Wings of Redemption banning people. Oh man, stuffy news. I like that. You're banned for giving my gamer tag out. Like, well, it's totally not on screen or anything. Alright, we might be able to get it in one more. Alright. Alright, we can show off the triangle thing. Wait. You can just abuse it by clicking respawn and it gives you a different character. Nice. That's crazy. Like a mode based around giving you a random character, but you can abuse it and get the one you want. Like, this isn't League of Legends. There's not that many in the game, but I don't know. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh wait, I would have to turn that back on, but since this character has this ability, it don't really matter. Look here, look, listen. Appearing offline was not fucking stop it. Stop giving advice for something you know nothing about. Alright. It's banned anybody giving me advice. Well. Snow White and the Missing 13K. Well, get banned. No. Oh, man. If somebody could give me their contact information, which I'm seriously considering suing them, because at this point they're affecting my life. Oh, man. mods, ban anyone who knows what I said. Oh man. I don't know, the old one though, you're banned for giving my gamer tag out is definitely the best one I've heard. Yeet. Alright, there we go. Spin technique. Oh yeah, and if, I tried multiple times to stream the Uncharted collection since it was 100% free. You don't even need PS Plus. And yeah, the first two games, well, the video is still up of like the one time it didn't crash. Well, it still crashed eventually, but the first two games started off really boring and tedious, so I didn't want to play them. And then the first game, we got to the first part at the very beginning, and it crashed multiple times before that and there as well, so I just deleted the game because it was way too slow paced. Because I was like, oh, I'll play through it on crushing at least until it gets boring. I wasn't even paying attention to that, but the second and third game were just way too boring starting out. And then the first game literally crashed. Like, I probably tried it 10 or more times. The farthest I got was literally the first gunfight. I ADS'd, and then, because I was like, oh, there's no selection in the menu to turn off aim assist. And then I held the left trigger down and the game had like really strong aim assist. I'm like, welp, and then as soon as I said, oh, well, the aim assist, and then bloop, the whole game crashed. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I didn't really want to play the game with that aim assist, and I used the ability, and you think the game would allow you to get away, but whatever. But yeah, the aim assist was dummy crazy. Like literally on par with Army of 240th Day. Because in that game you could literally just crouch behind stuff and then use the left trigger to peek, and it would aimbot onto any enemy. Like literal aimbot. It was that game was actually really good though, not gonna lie. There was never a third one, I guess. Because, I know there were two on console and then one on PSP. I don't know if there was more though. Because I had the PSP one and the 40th Day, which was actually really good. I remember unlocking the horse mask. I was like one of the first people to do it, beating the game on the hardest difficulty. Because there was like a popular YouTube video up showing every mask in the game off, but they didn't have the horse one, and I made a comment saying, oh, you're missing the horse mask. And then they're like, oh, well, yeah, okay. Then they put it in the description. That video is probably still up, and the comments probably still there, to be honest. If you just look up like Army of 240th Day, all masks. that was my kind of game, to be honest. Super fast paced. Had good graphics and dismemberment and all that good stuff. Which games these days, like, will try to add, but then they're too stupid to account for the frame rate issues that it'll cause because they didn't actually put in real effort. But yeah, after... Oh, let me check. Did we finish that already, or was that something different? Oh, it was that. We'll get off after this. And like I said, might have a... I don't know. It'll probably be live if I do it. It'll be Path of Exile. I don't know if I'll actually play or if I'll just figure out the gem setup for the character, because like I was saying earlier, after every major update they give everybody a free full passive perk tree reset. So I redid the perk tree on my highest level character, which is a level 60 ascendant, which uses a bow, archer bow. So might make a video or do a stream showing the build off and all that, because I just redid it. That said, I don't like know all the ins and outs and like all the gear in the game or all everything like that. And I've never actually farmed gear in Path of Exile, so because usually I would just end up making a new character and then playing it for a bit and then getting bored of the game. But yeah, Path of Exile, definitely, because I played Diablo 3 on Xbox 360, and Path of Exile is probably better, to be honest, like, way better. But yeah, I'm gonna dip out, check up on YouTube and see if anybody's put up a video I want to watch, and then peep Twitch and see if there's anybody. So might check Wingo's Twitch and see if he got banned. I highly doubt it. Oh, bro. 1 week, 3 days, 19 hours. Lol. Oh yeah, real quick, I'll show the sunflower glitch. What's sad is the graphics in this game are literally better than basically every other PS4 game. That's crazy. But, like, see how all these ones are? And then look at this one. See how it has like that little extra 2 to the right? Like the dots aren't there. It's not like an extra where you could add another 2. It's just because of the perk. Like, see, like that one, it's kind of like glitched a little differently. And then that one's not, because that's the boss melter setup, which you get health through vampire flower, and then recharge gives you sunbeam ammo back as you're using it. So that's what I used to melt the bosses in the story mode. So, but yeah, here's the sunflower. Looks really cool, to be honest. Glad I didn't buy the gingerbread skin, because I think that this one looks better, that I got from that. But since I never use coins, let's hit this up a little bit. We'll open a few. We'll either go till we get a legendary or until we do a ton. Because it usually takes anywhere from 10 to 15 or so to get a legendary. And it depends on how many you have. I mean, I probably have maybe 5 of the legendary hats, and I don't think they've added legendary of anything else besides the hats. To my knowledge, I don't really keep up on the game besides seeing what the new unlock for the month will be. Aviator tailfin. I bet. Because I used to just be like, oh well, I want to keep over 1 million coins just in case they add something, because I think it was the second game they added that thing, I don't remember what it was, that you could buy for 1 million coins. This game hasn't really done any coin things, though. So we should be getting one here in a few rolls of the dice. If we get under 1.5 without one, I'm just gonna get off, so. That actually doesn't look too bad, to be honest, even though I never used that character. That reminds me of Octodad. Fun fact, the Octodad playthrough Boogie2988 did was the very last video of his I ever watched. I haven't watched a single one since, and I unsubbed from him back then as well, so. Oh man. Alright, Chiefy Chief. There we go. I don't know how many that was, but it was probably between 10 and 15, like I said. Let me check which ones. And I'm pretty sure this is the, yeah, well, yeah, we can just see it because it's gold, duh. Then this one, we don't have one, but the one we do have kind of looks like it would be a legendary one because it has all the crazy sparkles and effects. I believe, no, not, which one? Oh yeah, that's the stupid popcorn lid, but let's go with that, to be honest. I like how they make the white one not really white, because it would look like a KKK hood. I'm gonna go with the black one, to be honest. Oh yeah, this is we have that one. So that's 2. I believe this is 1. Yeah, that's 3. Oh yeah, well that doesn't count because it was from the monthly thing, so that's 3. We'll keep that. That's 4. This is 5. That's 6. And well, this one, oh wait, yeah, never mind, we have, oh, both of these were 1. Oh wait, no, that one was from the Easter thing, never mind. But yeah, so we have 7. And that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're missing 3 of the plant ones. Oh yeah, I forgot. I spent 1,000 of the stars that I saved up on that skin because it's definitely the best one I've seen in game for any character. I believe that is 1. Yeah, we got 1 there, 2 there, 3 there, 4 there. Well, that one doesn't count, but yeah, I think that's the coolest one. Another there, 4. Do we have, no, because that's like this is the costume we got for pre-ordering or like buying during the early phase. Don't have one for that one. Don't have one for this guy. One here, that's that one. And then this guy doesn't, oh, he has that because of, oh, I didn't even notice he has the genie thing above him for that. But personally, I want that because you never see anybody using the number 1 thing, even though it's easy to get. Or at least it was. I don't know about now. So we're missing 1, 2. Oops, whatever. Who cares? We're missing a decent amount. Alright, let's see if we have any characters like relatively close to. Nah. Like as you can see, I haven't. Well, I got the Sunflower to Grandmaster. That was like the day they brought Grandmaster rank out, because I didn't know if it would give you anything. And since Sunflower is my favorite character, I wanted to do that first. But as you can see, after that, and realizing it doesn't reward you with anything, I never played it anymore. But yeah, that's that. Like I said, might be on Path of Exile later, might not, because it is almost 7, so who knows. Might end up just doing a video on it or something, maybe tomorrow. But the next thing on this channel should be Path of Exile. So, that's all for now. We out.